go to the next game. All right. Here on the play again. This is a fine hand. If we draw a Soul Flare, we're in pretty good shape. Because we got the turn 2 Lot Patrol, which we can discard Samet, Nightveil Predator, and Zatalpa. That's pretty good. They have a Lurrus. Not really what I want to see. But just play Overgrown Tomb and tapped. Right, okay, so this is a Black-White Auras deck. It's pretty good. Played against it a couple times. I think I'm 50-50 against it. But with Lurrus, they just recur so much. I think Lurrus is really, like, I know some people do have Companion. I do know that there's a little bit of issue with a card being in your hand pretty much 100% of the time that can't be discarded. It is pretty much actually an extra card altogether. But I think, like, I honestly just think that Lurrus is kind of the issue at this point. Lurrus is like the companion. I think if Lurrus goes, we'll have a little bit of a better idea. Garuda seems pretty good. Obviously, we did just play against a Yorion deck as well. Which definitely seemed good in that deck as well. The thing is, we can actually make our Lotless Troll a 6/5 if we want. But he just prevents the damage. His guy's still bigger on the second turn. That's pretty good. Pretty damn good. Oh, yes. Yes, that is what we want. Okay. Start rounding them up here. God, I love this deck. Hold on a second here. Do I want to leave this? You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm actually going to pitch the Secret Keeper, because I actually want to leave one of the Samets for a potential future Soul Flare. Because I don't need 2 Samets on it. And we'll just swing for a lot. 15 for 15. That was a good draw. That was the perfect draw, actually. Yep, put my opponent to 3. The thing is, he's got to be able to get past this Soul Flare. don't think that he's going to be able to do it. Yeah, swing for 15 on a third turn is pretty good. Everything is coming up Millhouse. Even if he makes his favorite hoplite, a big flyer, we just swing in with a lot withdrawal. I think he's got to have something to. First off, he needs it to have flying. He needs it to be pretty damn big. Yeah, and they just scoop. Cool. That was a good draw. That's why we play the deck. Okay, since they're an enchantment deck, I'm bringing in 4 Rex Sages. I know Lurrus can recur this stuff, but I think it's just going to be pretty important. Our Fiend Artisans can help us outclass them. Samet is good, but now also too, if they do just have one big guy, we can hopefully make them sack it with Rankle. I know it's a little slower, but it will be okay. No, we'll drop a Traverse. Do I want 4 Rexes or I just want 3? You know what? Yeah, we'll drop a Secret Keeper and a Waiter. Pass the turn. Pass. Let's see what happens. Game 2. Yep, and we keep this hand as well. It's also a pretty good hand. Pretty much just missing a Rex Sage. Opponent mills to 5. Probably looking for a creature. Or Graveyard Hate. But the thing is, like, Rest in Peace also affects him from recurring his own stuff. So, I mean, we'll see. But I think that's going to be good. Again, so here's the thing with Companion. Opponent mulls to 5, which sucks. No one likes mulling to 5. But they're really still at 6. Because they've got an extra one. We're at 7. We're up a card, but they took 2 mulls. You pretty much get a free mulligan by playing a Companion. I know there's a deck building cost, but just it is very good. It's a very, very strong mechanic. I'll definitely admit I undervalued it at first. I think it's a really cool mechanic. I think it's a really cool concept. But it is tough. So we go Blooming Marsh and play a Stitcher Supplier. And see what happens. 3 lands. 3 lands. You know what? We got lucky last game. We had a good draw there. I think we can afford to hit 3 lands here. I think that's another thing. A lot of people, you gotta think, a lot of averages, right? You get lucky some, you don't get lucky some other ones. The nice thing is we really just get to mill 6 and block that, which is really cool. Ooh, okay, yes. So we've got some good stuff here. I think there's a Talpa. So creature enchantment land is what we're at. Do we go? We could go Lotless Troll. And we're able to also pitch the Nightveil Predators. but I think it might be better to play a Wayfinder. See what happens in this aspect. Okay, cool. That's fine. So we don't have any lands, but we do get an instant in the bin, so we now have Delirium. So next turn, we can start hitting them. I might want to see about actually protecting it, though, by discarding a Lotless Troll. I think this Hateful Eidolon card's really cool, because if you take care of it, they refill their hand for the most part. Here, I am not going to block, because I'm fine with taking 3, and if it gets bigger, like I've already got enough creatures in that yard. Yeah, so I do know that they play this card, and that is quite good. That is a very good card against us. And we get Soulflare, that's cool. Okay, so actually, do we just want to do it now? We can start swinging in for a lot. We can block some. You know what? I think we gotta do it because he's gonna start exiling stuff from our yard. So here's what we do. While we have Delirium, we are gonna traverse. What we'll do is we're going to find I think I'm going to find Rankle as a potential backup plan if he ends up as just having that one. But then we go for the turn 3 Soulflare. So here we get Zetalpa, Samet for haste, Chromanticore, and a land. It's pretty good. Hold up. If I just swing a Soulflare, it's pretty much going to have to leave that back. So yeah, we're just going to swing the Satyr Wayfinder because he can't really block it. Now the nice thing is he's going to have to start growing this big. He's going to need the Apostle to start getting there because with the Trample I'll get over. Even though he has protection right now, right? I just assign 1 damage to the Apostle. That's classified as lethal. The other 7 are going to go through. So he is going to have a little bit of trouble. Same thing as the Lotless Troll can be a pretty good threat here. The protection for black is super good, and the Graveyard Hate. It is one of my least favorite cards to see on the opponent's side of the board when I'm playing this deck. However, he's got some work to do. He missed his 3rd turn land drop, looking like he's missed his 4th as well. No, okay, proving me wrong. What I could have done too, I could have traversed for like another Soulflare, but I just didn't want to make that investment with I didn't want to make that investment with him having Graveyard Hate. I just want something that can potentially deal with that if I can get through. Because if I can put him in this situation of where he's got to keep blocking the Soul Flare, and the Rankle can hopefully get through, I know he could just block the Rankle, but then he'd take a lot to the Soul Flare. It's pretty much the exchange. So he's going to try to hopefully get some life as well. Cannot block that. But we're both just going to get lots of life here. The good thing is I'm at... Oh, so he's... Get some there. That's fine. So if I get land here, this is actually really good if I get land. Oh, I should have been more specific. That's fine. Black. Now it just becomes a bit of an exchange. The thing is, I'm just going to keep going up on life for now. I can see him playing Lurrus. The thing is, he's going to have trouble swinging in with that Apostle unless it is going to be bigger than my guy. Yeah, if he swings in with the Hateful Eidolon, I can double block and regenerate my Lot with Troll. So actually then now stops him a little bit from doing that. Yeah, he exhausts the command score, that's fine. Ooh, that's good. Pretty decent draw here. So we swing in with just a Soul Flare because he can't block it with his Lifelinker. He says no blocks on it. I think that's just a misclick. It must have been. No way. And then I could play the Rankle, but I'm actually just gonna leave it because I want to leave mana open to regenerate a lot with Troll. Place a Brain Maggot. That's fine. I'm literally just going to pitch everything. Burn it all! Get rid of it all! Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the Apostle does get a little bit bigger. I can still kill that Hateful Eidolon, which is good. I double block that. I do have 8 plus 6 is the 14. And then we pay 1 to regenerate. He is able to get back the all that glitters and can start putting them on the Apostle if he plays Lurrus, but he is going to be a little behind in doing that. Also, his guy is going to get a lot smaller, so he gains some life. He does refill his hand, but his guy is significantly smaller now. Let's go courtyard. That's fine. So we do have Delirium. It's not a great draw. He doesn't have flying though, he's gonna struggle with that. I could swing with a lot with Troll. What do I want to do? If I swing with the Lotleth Troll, he can block, I can regenerate, I can pitch that so he actually can't kill it. We could gain some more life. So that's fine. We just swing in with our Soul Flare. Gain tremendous amounts of life and venture deeper to try to get more guys in the yard than he can really deal with, which seemed to be what we kind of got, which is good. We still got some Reckless Sages, or Reclamation Sages. Let's see what we got. We still have Traverses in the deck. So Grizzly Salvages, that's fine. I think we took one of those Traverse Overmauls out, but that is okay. We still have more Soul Flares, which is fine. If we can get the Double Strike and Death Touch on a Soul Flare, that's really, really good. Because it just means we only have to assign 1 point as technical lethal on his protection from black creature. And we are ahead on the clock, which probably won't make a big difference in this matchup, but considering we're at 57 life, and this appears that it's going to be a grindy game, it's just important when you're playing on MTGO. Really important to stay ahead on the clock there. Just plays his lifelink. What in humanity? He just lost. No. No, I didn't just lose. Sorry. I'm incorrect. Move some more cards. Yeah, we did no Traverse, but that's fine. You can only cast back 1 of those all that glitters. So we just go in. You know what? We could swing in with the Lawless Troll. We'll gain a little bit of life, but we can pretty much kill. No, that's fine because he's just in the first strike. Okay. So that's fine. At 65, he is at 2. The thing is, I know that the deck that my opponent's playing can really crawl back, especially with Lurrus. And like these guys that have lifelink can just be huge. He needs a flyer though, is the thing. He needs a Griffspoon. Griffspoon's the 1-drop enchantment that gives +1 to its own flying. It also has 4 mana that returns it from the graveyard attached to a creature. Okay, so he gets a big lifelinker. That's fine, I can still kill it if he attacks. Do I want to kill? Do I want to let the Citrus Supplier die? I'm going to let the Citrus Supplier die. I think I just want to mill a little bit more. I got a feeling like I'm going to hit a little bit of lands. Let me regenerate Thought Control. He purposely does not kill my Citrus Supplier. That is fine. Let's draw 2 cards. He needs a Griffspoon. Is what he needs. Does get an extra turn. Can still return some stuff. Swing in again. Gain some more life. I'm at 73. Sure, plays a cartouche. Which one of the lines I do not want to draw? Gain more life. And we'll play that so we can. We have Night Veil Predator still available. Yeah, we do still have one more Night Veil Predator in the deck. Plays a Sram, we can start drawing lots of cards. This game would have been completely different if I had the Death Touch on this Soul Flare, because it would just keep stopping him from gaining life. It would not still be in this deck. That's kind of, or in this game. That's kind of why I really wanted to wait initially. But we are still in a good position. Okay, she can give something protection, which is definitely important. Good protection from black. Okay, so he's preventing my life gain. But it now dies because it's weaker now. Oh no, sorry, because it's got protection. I'm not thinking. That's a good hit. That was a good draw. Good job, deck. So it's not only that it's just like a big creature, it's that it can tutor up other stuff. I'm just trying to think of what I can add onto it. I actually have another Zatalpa in my deck. But I'm a ways off of that. I need about 4 more lands. But what I can do is I can tutor up Reclamation Sages. Again, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm at a lot of life. My opponent is running low on time and I'm still up a game. I think it's probably gonna get to the point where they just concede. Actually, the fact that he gave protection this turn is pretty good. Pretty good for us. Well, got protection from black. So goodbye, little Wayfinder. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we have a Rankle, we have haste. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's actually I think that's a good game right there. I believe that is game. Rankle, Nightvale Predator, Zatalpa, and the Murderous Rider. That is the slightly better Soul Flare. Yeah. Good game. Wow, that's very grindy. Finishing at 105. Wow.